Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and hello if you're new here, welcome, hi. My name is Boon. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's finally here! I just need to scream because I just need to get that out. I'm so excited for today's video. As you know by the title, we have a new collection launching and I can't stop smiling because I'm so excited, okay? Okay, so before I just ramble on about random shit, I'm just gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna show you the collection because I can't wait. And then I have filmed 3 looks using these products, which are also going to be in this video. So yeah, so I am launching a collection called Dare to be Different, and it is an eyeshadow palette, 4 blushes and a blusher brush. That sounds crazy to say that out loud, by the way. I can't even. I'm going to first start by showing you the eyeshadow palette. Oh my god, okay, this eyeshadow palette has been in the works for the longest time, longer than when I launched the my first ever product in November, which was lip glosses with sparkly lid. This has been in the process for way longer than that, so it has been a long time coming, which is why I feel like I'm so excited, because I've gone backwards and forth on packaging and colours and formulas, and just everything has been crazy. So to finally be here and be like so happy and over the moon with it is just, I can't even. I mean, bitch, look at my eyes, okay? Look at my eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the palette. So it comes in this pink, of course pink box, and it's got the gold foiled on it, hnbcosmetics, Dare to be Different, in a different matte pink shade. The reason I've called it Dare to be Different, as you'll see, is full of very bold, bright, vibrant colours, and I am somebody that always wears colour. Like, if you follow me for years, you know, like, I just love bold colours on the eyes. I think it's so fun and artistic, and it's just fun to play around with, and I wanted to be true to myself and obviously make a palette that's colourful. So I called it Dare to be Different because I know a lot of people are scared of colour, they're scared to use colour, so this is like, I dare you to be different and use some colour. So yeah, that's why I wanted to call it that. Anyway, on the top here it's got a gold foiled H, which you can see, which is so cute. I love it. And then on the back, it's got Dare to be Different. I've wrote a little thing on there just saying, Dare to be bold, Dare to be dramatic, and Dare to be Different, with 12 beautifully creamy, all matte, highly pigmented, blendable eyeshadows. Stand out from the rest with a shadow to complement any look. Add a pop of drama to a daytime look, or play with the boldest shades if you dare. The possibilities are endless when you dare to be different. Cute. Maybe a little bit cringe, but cute. And then it's got the ingredients on the back, and then it says Dare to be bold, Dare to be dramatic, and Dare to be Different, in this like matte lighter pink shade. And then down here it's just got the batch number, the website, the Instagram, and hashtag Dare to be Different. So if you buy this palette and you do a look, make sure you hashtag on Instagram Dare to be Different, because that's what we're going to be looking at to repost your looks. And then it's got gold foil, my signature, here in like a gold foil, which I just love it. Anyway, let me get into it. Let me open it up, show you the shades, because you're going to gag, you're going to die. Yeah, so yeah, it comes in this box, and then, bitch. Again, this is the exact same on the front as the box. So it comes in this box, but the front of the palette is exactly the same. It's got the Dare to be Different with the gold foil. And then let me open this up for you. These are the shades. So of course you get this plastic bit in there just to protect the mirror and stop the shades from obviously going all over the mirror. And then these are the shades. You get a big mirror in this as well. I wanted to add a mirror because I feel like, you know, sometimes you just want to do your makeup and you want to hold the palette and use the mirror at the same time. That's why I've put a mirror in there. So there's 11 matte shades, and then this shade right here called Angel is like a frosted white shade. So it's not necessarily like a shimmer or a foil. It's kind of like a frosted, I can't even explain it, okay? It's just like a frosted white. Because matte whites are really hard to formulate. They end up just being really transparent and chalky, and they just don't, I just feel like matte whites just don't really come out matte white. I mean, in my opinion, I've been through so many and it just wasn't working. So anyway, so let me talk you through the shades. So the first shade here is called Sassy. This is the burnt orange. The next shade is called Savage. This is like a lighter purple. And then I added in a deeper purple as well. We've got a bright pink in here called Babe. This is like a neon pink. It looks so fucking sick. It's just, oh, one of my faves. We've got Welcome here. I put Welcome High because, I mean, I say Welcome High every single time I do my YouTube channel, so I thought that was quite cute. So Welcome is the colour that I've got on my lid at the moment. It's like a really nice corally colour, like a peachy coral, and honestly, this one, the bright pink, and then the other two of the colours are literally my favourite, like the ones that I just absolutely die and live for, like obsessed. And then High is this bright yellow shade, which again, Welcome High because of my YouTube channel. Reef, this one is like a tealy green. This is stunning. Like, we did this on this colour all over Erin, who was one of the models for the shoot. We did it all over her eye and blended it with some browns, and it just looked so beautiful. You'll see on the campaign photos, if you follow the Instagram and stuff, you'll see the photos, but it just looked insane on her. Like, I was gagging. I was like, wow. So we've got Reef. It's called Reef because we actually named this when we were in Tenerife. It was actually going to be called a different name, and then we realised that somebody else had a palette that had that name of the shadow, and we didn't want it to seem like we copied them. So yeah, so we changed it to Reef because we were in Tenerife at the time, so I was like, let's just call it Reef. But yeah, and then we've got I See You, which is spelt like the sea, because it's a bright blue. This is absolutely stunning. You'll see I've used all of these shadows in this video. You'll see the looks that I've done, but this bright blue we did for the shoe. I did this shade all over the lid with these two in the crease, and it just looked, oh, so nice. And then we've got Angel, like I said, which is a frosted white shade. I didn't do a matte white, like I said, because it just comes out transparent and looks translucent. It doesn't really come out like a pigmented white, do you know what I mean? And then we've got Rich, which is Rich and Chocolate are the two shades that are my everyday go-tos. Like, I'll just put a bit of Rich in the crease and I'll buff a bit of chocolate underneath my eye, or I would do like a brown smoky eye with these when I'm going out on a night out, and add a bit of black. And I love matte shades. I'm not really like a shimmery type of person anymore. I really just always wear matte shades. So that's why this is like a full matte palette. Soul, which is the black shade in the palette, actually has a tiny bit of sparkle in it. Reason being is trying to formulate a matte black shadow is really difficult. And I feel like when you add a tiny bit of sparkle to it, once it's on the eye, you actually can't even see the sparkle in it. But when you add a tiny bit of sparkle, it makes it darker for some reason. Like, it comes out way more black rather than like a matte black. So that's why it's got a tiny bit of sparkle in it, but you can't see it when you actually apply it to the lid. You can't see the black. So yeah, it's amazing. That is the eyeshadow palette, and those are the colours. The formula of the shadows is slightly creamy and buildable to like an intense shade. The reason I've made the shadows buildable to a really bright colour is because when you try and formulate a shadow that's really super pigmented, it ends up being really chalky. I was just like straight off the bat, like, I want really pigmented shadows, and I was testing them and trying them out, and they just end up so chalky because they're almost like a pressed pigment and they're hard to layer. So yeah, they swatch like, wow, like so bright and so vibrant and so pigmented, but when I'm putting them on the eyes and I'm blending them, they're kind of dusting off, and then I'm trying to layer colours and they're just not layering. Like, you go to blend it, it just comes off. It's more of like a pigment rather than a shadow. So for me, it was just, I wanted shadows that I can just build up, like you can see on my eyes, you can build it up to really bright without like it being straight away like really pigmented. They are pigmented though, they're very pigmented shadows, but they're not like a pressed pigment, if that makes sense. They are an eyeshadow. So yeah, they're really easy to blend and layer and all of that stuff. Like, they are, you don't have to do loads of work to blend them, which is what I wanted as well. Like, I hate when you're like blending for ages, you have to keep going in and going in. It's just really annoying. So yeah, these are super easy to blend and really easy to work with, and I'm really, really happy with them. I love them so much and I wear them all the time. So yeah, those are the shades in the eyeshadow palette. I'll show you some swatches and up close in just a second, but first of all, I'm going to show you the rest of the collection. So next we have 4 blush shades. I was originally just going to do 2 and then I added 2 more because I was just like, oh, I want more shades. So the first shade is called Oh So Snatched. It comes in the same packaging. It's got the Dare to Be Different on the front, so it's like looks like a mini size palette. Because I wanted it to all be the same. Like I wanted it to be a collection. So yeah, it's got Dare to Be Different on the front again, in the exact same as the palette. And then on the back it's got the same. It's got Dare to Be Different on it, and then Oh So Snatched, which is the name of the blush, the Instagram, the hashtag, and then the gold foil signature and stuff on the back. So when you open it up, it has got the plastic bit in it again, obviously just to keep that nice and keep the mirror nice and clean and stuff. So it has got a mirror in it like that, which I wanted to add a mirror because I think it looks more expensive, and it did cost a little bit more, but I just think it looks nicer with a mirror. And also again, you can just get it out and do your blush, you know what I mean? I like my palettes to have mirrors because I don't always want to carry around a separate mirror. Like if I just want to quickly put some blush on, I don't want to have to like find a mirror and a blush. So that's, yeah, so we put the mirror with the blush, which is yes. So yeah, this is the shade Oh So Snatched, which is like a bright pink blush. These are really, really pigmented blushes. You only need to tap your brush in them and also tap off the excess because yeah, they're super pigmented. I've got this shade on me now, which you'll see I used in this video. Next we have the shade Feeling Peachy. This one is my ride or die. I wear this one the most out of all of them. Again, packaging is exactly the same. When you open it, it's got the little thing to protect the mirror. The last 6-7 months I've had so many people, what blush are you wearing, what blush are you wearing, what blush are you wearing, and I haven't been able to tell you this is it. This is my ride or die. I wear it all the time, every single time I do my makeup. I love a peachy blush. Again, it's really, really pigmented. You only have to tap the brush in, literally, otherwise you're going to be like, oh shit, there's too much. Again, it's got the mirror because of course we want to be able to see what we're doing. So yeah, that is the shade Feeling Peachy. The next one is called Self Made. I wanted to make a really pale peach blush for lighter skin tones. This shade on really fair skin looks beautiful. It just looks so stunning. If you love peachy blushes and you are fair skin, this one is for you. I like to wear this when I want more of a natural looking blush. On me, it's really, really minimal. Like you hardly can see it when I apply it. But I like it sometimes when I don't want too much blush, but I want a little bit of something. I will use this one and it is gorgeous. So yeah, if you are really fair skin, this one, bitch, this one's for you. And then the last blush is called Finishing Touch. And this one on deeper skin tones, oh my god, unreal. On my skin tone, I like to mix this one, Finishing Touch, with Self Made, do a tiny bit of each and then apply it, and it gives me a really, really nice colour. But this on deeper skin tones is gorgeous. Like, I love this. Also with these blushes, you can use them as eyeshadow, you can use them as whatever you want. Like, you don't have to just use them as blush. And they're, like I said, they're really, really pigmented. So yeah, a little bit goes a long way. This is going to last you a long time, this blush, okay? A long time. So last but definitely not least, I wanted to bring out a blush brush to go with the blusher. I wanted it to just be like a cute little extra to the collection, and I love this brush so much. So this is how it comes. It comes in this sleeve, and then it also has this plastic on it. So it keeps the brush nice in this bit here. It's pink. Let me open this because, yeah. So to open it, you just push it up out of the sleeve and then pull it out. You can keep this sleeve if you want, so after you've used it you can just put your brush back in the sleeve, pull it down like that, and it keeps your brush nice. If you're putting it in your bag or whatever, I would keep the sleeve if you're going to just like chuck it in your bag. That way it's not going to ruin the bristles and it's going to keep it nice. So yeah, and then when you need it, you just push it up like that and pull it out. But yeah, definitely keep the sleeve if you're just going to chuck it in your bag. So yeah, this is what the brush looks like. It's got HMB Cosmetics in gold foil on one side, and then on the other side it's got my signature Holly Natasha Boon. It's got the rose gold here, and then the obviously the baby pink to go with the collection. It is so fluffy. It's a synthetic brush, of course, because we're cruelty free. So it's a synthetic brush. It's really, really, really soft. I've washed mine multiple times. It's just a really soft, lovely synthetic brush that doesn't molt, and it's just, oh, so soft and amazing. So yeah, like I said, if you're gonna just throw this in your bag or whatever, then definitely keep the sleeve and just, there we go, boom. So those are all the products. So we have 4 blushes, an eyeshadow palette and a brush. Oh my fucking god. These products will be available to purchase on the 1st of July, which is my birthday. I wanted to launch it on my birthday. I was just like, yes, let me just wait. It's the 1st of July. I'm going to launch it then. I'm so excited. It's going to go live at 8 AM UK time. This collection is limited edition. Once it's gone, it's not coming back. I have other things obviously in the pipeline that are going to be coming out. This collection is not coming back. So if you want this collection, then make sure that you are there on the 1st of July at 8 AM UK time. I will put all of the information in the description box down below, just so that you can read it if you've missed anything. So the eyeshadow palette is going to retail at £30. The blushes are going to retail at £17.50, and the blusher brush is going to retail at £16.75. I'm going to show you how the products work. I have filmed 3 eye looks, so get ready, go get some snacks, chill, whatever you want to do, and yeah. So for eye base, I'm using the P. Louise base. I'm using number 2, Rumour 2, all over the lid. So firstly, going to go in with the shade Sassy, which is the orange shade right here. On this brush, I'm using the 232 Luxe Classic Shader Brush from Zoeva. And I'm going to just pack this on the lid. Just really press it on. I want this in the crease, slightly just above the crease, but I'm just going to pack it all on. Next, I'm going to take my blank canvas E10 brush, which I swear by, you guys already know how much I love this. And I'm going to use the shade Welcome, just here, which is the peachy colour, which is probably one of my favourite shades out of the palette. Like the peachy shade, the tealy green and the blue are probably my favourites, and the bright pink. So I'm just picking up some of this on the brush, and I'm just going to start blending the edge. I'm just going to go circular motions over the edge of the orange. Yeah, this colour is like, oh, I just love it so much. This just all over the lid as well, blown out, just looks fucking so sick. So yeah, again on the edge here, I'm just going little circular motions over that edge. What you can do with this shade as well, like I said, with this corally colour, is pack it all over the lid, kind of soften it a little bit, get it out with the yellow and put a pop of yellow in your inner corner. Bitch, it looks so sick. Okay, so now I've blended that colour, I'm going to blend it into the yellow. So I'm going to take the Sigma E36 brush, a little blending brush again, and I'm going to take the shade High, which is obviously the yellow. Again, little circular motions, backwards and forwards. So I wanted to call this collection Dare to be Different because, I mean, I know I've said this before, but I just know that a lot of people are scared of using colours on their eyes, eyeshadows, and I just love colour. Like, colour is just so much more fun. So once I'm happy with that blend, I'm just going to go back in with that corally colour, which is called Welcome, just to make sure we haven't lost that. The shadows blend so easy together when layering them, they just blend so easy. I always like to just go back in with each colour. I'm kind of into more of this like blown out type of vibe rather than cut creases anymore. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I just prefer like this type of vibe recently. So I'm just with that yellow, I've just decided instead I'm going to put it out a little bit more this way instead of rounding it off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some P. Louise base, the shade 2, and I'm just going to pack this over the lid, just kind of like messy. I don't want it neat. I'm just going to, after I've done this, I'm going to pack on that bright pink colour all over the lid. So I don't want it like a cut crease or anything like that. I just want to relay down the base. So I'm next going to go with the shade Babe, which is the bright pink, which, oh, one of my favourite shades ever. I'm just going to press this all over the lid. It's bright pink colour. And then we're going to blend it in a second to the orange and stuff. So once that's all packed on the lid, I'm going to go in with the shade Welcome, which is the corally colour. And I'm going to blend the edge with this colour. I'm going to kind of dip into both Sassy, which is the orange, and Welcome, which is the peachy corally colour. I'm going to kind of mix them both on this brush. And then just make sure the edge is nice and blended in. So I want to show you multiple eye looks in this video using the palette. So I'm just going to quickly finish this eye off camera, my base, and then we'll come back, finish the eyes, and then I'll show you the blush. So I've just done my other eye off camera and my base. So now I'm going to stick lashes on. I'm going to use the lashes from my brand, which are called In the Style Everything, because I love these ones. So I'm going to show you a couple more looks with this palette. I think I'm going to show you the one that we had on the shoot, so the blue with the brown, because that was like, oh, I just love that. So whilst the lashes are drying, I'm going to finish off my under eye. I'm going to first of all go with the shade Babe, which is the bright pink. And I'm going to buff this close to my lash line. And then I'm going to dip into the shade Welcome, which is the peachy colour. And I'm going to use my blank canvas E10 brush. And I'm going to buff underneath the pink with this shade. Just going to soften that edge, add this peachy colour in. And then I'm going to go to the yellow. And I'm going to buff that as well. Again, make sure that it's joined at the edge here. I'm going to use my bright pink liquid lipstick in the shade Oh My God. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. These are eye safe, so you can use this in your eye. And I'm going to use it for eyeliner. I kind of just let it dry down a little bit before I try and do it because it's too wet at the moment. So I put it on the back of my hand and kind of let it just dry a little bit. So once it dries down a little bit, it's kind of easier to apply it. It's not as like obviously wet and goes all in your eye. So I'm just going to apply this in my waterline. So I'm next going to apply blush, which I'm so excited about. So I'm going to use the shade Feeling Peachy, which looks like this. My favourite shade out of all of them. I wear this one the most. Like, obviously I'm going to use the brush that I created for the product because it's my fave. So the blush is really pigmented. And when I say really pigmented, I mean you only need to tap your brush in once. Just once. And then even I tap some off sometimes because it's still like a little bit too much. But yeah, this blush is really pigmented, so too hard. There's been so many times where I've applied it on my brush and gone straight in without tapping off excess. And been like, oh shit, too much. Do a glossy bright pink, so I'm going to use the shade G's from my brand. To make it really summery. This is the first look. So sunsetty vibes, the peach blush, the pink, the orange, the peach and the yellow on the eyes, and then Oh My God liquid lipstick in the waterline, which gives it like a bit more of a pop. But yeah, you could pair this with like a nude lip if you wanted, but I think it just looks more fun when you put like a bright pink, and this is my favourite bright pink gloss, of course, because it's mine and I love it. So yeah, that is the first look. But yeah, I'm gonna show you two more looks. So I'm gonna go take all of this off, come back and show you two more looks that I love to do with this. So I just took that look off and we're gonna do look number two. For look number two, I'm gonna show you the look that we did for the shoot. So we did brown and then we put blue all over the lid, and it is like probably one of my favourite looks I've ever worn. I absolutely loved it. So I'm gonna show you how we did that. So the first shade I'm gonna dip into is Chocolate, which is the darker brown shade out of the palette, next to the black. And then I'm going to use the 232 Classic Shader Brush from Zoeva. I'm just going to press this on. When I tell you I love this shade Chocolate more than anything, like this shade, I normally wear this like all over the lid and then buff it out with the shade Rich, and it gives me the best brown smoky eye, like my favourite colour ever. We did the same sort of look on Erin, one of the models that has greeny blue eyes, and we did it with the shade Reef, which is the tealy green, and it looked incredible on her eyes. I'm going to insert a little video just now so you can see what it looked like on her. I was just like, wow, looked incredible. So next I'm going to go into shade Rich, which is the light brown shade, on my blank canvas E10 brush. And again, I'm just going to go circular motions over that edge to buff that in, to blend that harsh line. So the thing with this palette, so if you want to do a smoky eye, you can do this step, and then you can go in, instead of adding the blue on the lid, which I'm going to do, you can add the black on the lid and do like a smoky eye. And then I'm just going in, just a lot lighter with my hand to kind of blend this line here. Like, I'm still using the exact same shade, I'm just easing off on the pressure. So that's the shade, just shade Chocolate into the shade Rich. And then what I'm going to do is same that I did before with the other bright eye look, is I'm going to take the base. Doesn't need to be really neat because, like I said, we're just packing on, just going to pack on that blue shade, so it doesn't need to be like really neat or anything. So like I just showed you in that quick video of Erin, we put that tealy green shade all over her lid with the brown, and it looked phenomenal. And for me, we did the blue, so I'm going to show you the blue on me. But yeah, the green as well just looks amazing. So yeah, I'm going to go with the blue, which is called I See You. I See You, but it's spelled C, as in S-E-A. Because it's blue, do you know what I mean? Blue like the sea. Did you get it? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to pack this on. Press it on. I just love this blue colour. I can't even explain how much I love this colour. So yeah, don't worry about the edge at the minute because we're going to blend that in a sec. I'm just making sure that it's as bright as I want it. So I'm just going to keep pressing it on until I'm happy with how bright it is. Then I'm going to go with my blank canvas E10 brush. I'm going to go with the shade Chocolate. Darker brown. I'm just going to buff over the edge. So it will turn, when you mix the brown with the blue, it will turn it a slightly like a dark green shade in the crease, but I love how that looks. So it kind of creates this other shade, which I haven't actually applied. It looks like I've applied like a dark green. And then I'm going with the shade Rich. And I'm going over that edge to soften that. So now that's all blended, I'm going to do the other eye off camera, my face makeup, and then we'll come back, finish off the under eyes and apply some blush. So I will see you. For you it'll be 2 seconds, for me it's going to be about an hour. Okay, so I just thought before I do my face, I'm actually going to finish off my under eye because the blue does have fallout, and obviously I don't want the blue to fall out onto my face makeup. So yeah, the blue does have fallout, so just be aware of that. If you're going to use the blue, I would either put loose powder under your eyes to catch the fallout, or just do it with your eye makeup before your face makeup. You feel me? So I'm going to first of all apply the blue under the eyes, which is called I See You, with this brush. I'm going to literally just press it on under the eyes. And then I'm going to take this little blending brush from Unicorn Brushes. I'm going to dip into the shade Chocolate, which is the darker brown. And I'm going to go over the edge with this colour. So I'm now just going to dip into the shade Rich, which is the lighter brown. And I'm going to buff that as well. Then I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Out of the Blue liner, which is a slightly different colour. Darker blue, it's more of a royal blue. But I'm just going to buff this in my waterline. And then I'm going to press over the top with my shadow just to lighten it a little bit because I don't want it to be too much of a different blue. Like, I kind of want to keep the blue the same. So I'm just going to press over it with my eyeshadow colour. So base makeup is all done. I'm now going to show you what blush I'm going to use. So I'm going to use a little bit of Self Made, which is the really light peach shade. And then I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Finishing Touch, which is the darkest shade out of the two. I love these two mixed together. This one's slightly too light for my skin tone, but on fairer skin this is gorgeous. And this one's slightly too dark for me, so I like to mix the two. I like to mix the two together. So I'm going to just literally tap my brush in. Like I said, you just want to tap. You don't want to like pick up too much. And then I'm just going to press it. Gives me a nice, I like mixing these two together. I mix these two together all the time. It gives me a really nice colour. So I'm just pressing it on with this brush. You can press with this brush, you can swirl, you can buff it in, whatever you want to do. So for my lips, I'm going to use Liquid Lipstick shade Living all over. You don't actually need to line your lips with these matte liquid lipsticks. I never do, unless I want like an ombre effect. I never line my lips, I just go straight in. I'm just going to press over it. And then on top of that, I'm going to use Lipgloss shade Stop It. I love this colour. So Such a pale nude. On the shoot, I did a matte lipstick with this. I wore shade Obsessed, just matte. Matte's nice, gloss is nice. Today I just fancied gloss. So this is look number 2. So blue with the brown shades. And then the 2 blushes, Self Made and Finishing Touch mixed together. And then liquid lipstick shade Live In and Stop It gloss on top. Yeah, this is one of my favourite looks. When we did this in the shoot, I was like, wow, this is my favourite look ever, I think. I love the blue with dark eyes. Also, if you have green or blue eyes, please use the blue if you have blue eyes, and then the tealy green if you have green eyes, like I showed you we did on Erin, and it just looks so beautiful. Honestly, I just kept looking at Erin like, wow, it looks amazing. So real quick before I take this off, the shade Angel in the palette is like a frosted white shade. The reason why I added a frosted white is because I like to add this in the inner corner of my eye sometimes, just to add a little bit of brightness, especially when using darker colours. So I'm just going to press over it with my finger. But yeah, I like to just apply this in the inner corner of my eye if I feel like I want to just brighten it up a tiny bit. So I'm just going to show you real quick what it looks like. I probably should have done this before I stuck lashes on, but you know. So yeah, do you see how it just kind of brightens up the eye a little bit more? So that's why I added a frosted white. I do this quite a lot with a lot of looks to brighten them up. So I'm going to go wipe all this off, and then I'll come back and we'll do one more look. And then, yeah, I'm going to obviously post multiple looks with this palette. Like, there is so many different looks you can do, but I want to showcase every single colour in this video so you can see what every colour looks like. So yeah, I'm going to go wipe this off and then I'll be back. I'm back to do one more look, and I'm just patterning the base. So I use the P. Louise base again. This time I'm going to do a more halo eye type vibe, just to do a different style, just to show you. So it's not all just like all over the lid, that sort of vibe. I'm just going to go in with the Rumor base from P. Louise in the shade 4, just under my brows, because I don't want my brows to be like really white and really light underneath. So the first shade I'm going to use is Zodiac, which is the dark purple, and I'm going to pick this up on the Zoeva 232 brush, and I'm going to pack this all over. So yeah, I'm going to do a halo eye, so I'm going to keep it kind of like rounded, and then I'm going to take the shade Reef, which is the tealy green, my blank canvas E10 brush, and I'm going to blend it out with this colour. I just love this colour. So yeah, I'm just buffing this over the edge of that purple. Like always, just little circular motions, backwards and forwards. I love this shade Reef. It's one of my faves out of the palette. Just love it. Such a gorge colour. And it goes slightly darker when you blend it with the purple. And then I'm going to blend it into a yellow, so I'm going to take the shade High. And I'm going to do yellow over the edge of that tealy colour, because it will kind of make it go into a lighter green and then a yellow if you mix the yellow with that colour. So do you see what I mean? It kind of makes it, that looks like we've put a different green down, but we haven't. It's just because the yellow is mixed with that tealy colour, and that's why it does that. So yeah, the best thing about this palette is when you mix certain colours, it looks like there's a different, it looks like you've put another colour down, but you haven't. So it's good, it's easy to create more colours with the colours in this palette, if that makes sense. You literally lay down 3 colours on the eye and it will look like you've laid down about 5. Going in with the yellow, really like hardly any pressure on the brush at all. And just doing those little circular motions. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start again and go back through the shades and then just build them up. Once we've got the layout of what I want, then it's just easier to just go back in. And as you can see, it's just really cool, because when it mixes with the yellow, it goes like really green. And then when it mixes with the purple, it goes more bluish. And I'm going to go back to Zodiac, which is the purple. And I'm going to press that on. And then I'm going to dip back into Reef and go over the edge. So now I'm going to cut the crease. So I'm going to use my P. Louise base again in the shade 2. And I'm going to use my MAC 242 brush. And I'm just going to go straight down the middle. And then I'm going to just press it. So I think on the lid, I want to go for the shade Welcome, which is the peach colour. So this colour right here. I want to apply this all over the lid. So I'm just pressing this on. I'm using the Morphe M166 brush. Oh my god. So I'm just going to use my blank canvas brush with this purple shade. And I'm going to go backwards and forwards over that line just to get a good blend. And then I'm going to go back to the shade Welcome. And press that all over. Okay, so again, I'm going to do the other eye off camera and then I will be back. And it looks like I've laid down a bright green and I haven't. I've just mixed the Reef shade with the yellow. So that's it all blended. I'm just going to do the other eye off camera and then I'll be back. Just finished the other eye off camera and I stuck some lashes on. So I'm going to just, before I do my base off camera, I'm going to just do my under eyes. I'm going to use the base, again, the P. Louise base in the shade number 2. And I'm just going to, I'm just going to put some of this under my eyes. So yeah, the eyeshadows blend so easy. They're pigmented, they're buildable. Firstly, I think I'm going to do... Let me do the Zodiac. I'm going to do Zodiac. I'm going to do the purple one. I'm just going to keep this close to my lash line. So the shade in here called Savage, which is a lighter purple, I put that in this palette because when I do like purple blown out eyes, I like to have 2 different shades of purple. Like the other shades, I didn't really need transitions for because I feel like, say the yellow, you just kind of ease off on the pressure and it kind of softly blends it. Whereas when it comes to purple, if you try and with this bright purple, try and softly just blend it, it just doesn't really work. So that's why I put in a lighter purple as well for that reason. So it's easier to blend the purple with a lighter purple. You feel me? So I'm going to go with the shade Reef next, which is the tealy green. And I'm going to go underneath the purple with this shade. Yeah, it almost goes a bit blue because it's mixed with the purple. And then I'm going to go with the yellow shade High. And I'm going to buff that underneath that shade. Kind of underneath and kind of on top. And then also make sure it's joined in the outer corner. So I'm just mixing the Anastasia lip palette. I'm just mixing up a shade that's similar to the lid colour for my eyeliner, because I use this palette all the time for eyeliners. It's really good. I use it on my eyes and my lips. I just mix colours. So I'm just going to try and make similar colour. Okay, so I'm going to take this lipstick shade that I've just created. I'm going to use it as eyeliner. I'm going to use this angled brush. And I'm just going to pop this in my waterline. Oh yeah, that is a similar colour. Done well there. Pretty bang on. Just going to press it all the way along. Okay, so base makeup has been done off camera, and I just put some mascara on. I'm going to use blush wise this time. I'm going to use Oh So Snatched. Oh So Snatched, which is this bright pink colour. Again, just going to tap my brush on this because, yeah, it's so pigmented. Literally, look, that's one tap, bitch. Fuck, see what I mean? It's so pigmented. Okay. So yeah, I like to bring my blush all the way back. Like that's just what I prefer. I don't like to just keep it on the apples. I like to bring it all the way back. I'm just going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose. Just a tiny bit. Like that. I did the same lip before. I'm going to do Live-In liquid lipstick first of all. And just apply a little bit of this Live-In liquid lipstick, and then I'm just kind of rubbing it in. And then I'm going to use Lipgloss shade Stop It. So that is the finished look. The products do go live on the website to purchase on the 1st of July, which is my birthday, which I'm really excited about, at 8 AM UK time. I decided to do 8 AM because I feel like a lot of people start work at 9. So if I do 8 AM, then I know you guys can get it before you start work or whatever. This is a limited edition collection. Once it's gone, it's not coming back. The same as we did the sparkly lids for Christmas for the glosses. It's the same with this collection. Once it is gone, it's not coming back. So if you want to get your hands on it, then make sure you do on the 1st of July, 8 AM UK time. Our website will be down below in the description box. You can purchase the lips now. The lips are on the website. They're already on there. Most of you probably already know that. If you don't, you can get the lips now. So the matte liquid lipsticks and the lip glosses. Also in the description box, I will list all the products and the prices so you guys are fully aware of all of that. I'll just put all the information down below yeah, in case you missed anything. That will all be down below. But yeah, the Dare to Be Different collection launches on the 1st of July, 8 AM UK time, and I will see you there. I'm so excited. This is crazy. Bitch, what the fuck? I have my own eyeshadow palette and blushes. Like, that is what? I still can't even, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know which look was your favourite, and if you're going to get the collection or the palette or what blush or what you're going to get, just let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video.